For many students, the priorities are good grades, seeing friends, sports, and school dances. However, for far too many, school and life are mixed with feelings of anger, fear, and powerlessness. Whether it's a kid who's getting bullied at school or online, a teenager who's scared to break up with an abusive boyfriend or girlfriend, a hot-headed fighter whose anger lands him in the dean's office every other day, or a young person that feels school is their safest place because home is chaotic and violent. If this was happening to you or someone you care about, who would you trust enough to talk about your life's most difficult moments? Who would listen? And who would know how to help? Cornerstone recognized the need and pioneered services for hurting kids. Let me introduce you to Laura and her mother, Patty. Patty knew her daughter was in trouble and diligently searched until she found the services she knew her daughter needed.
I was at work, and Laura actually, I think at that point, was living at her dad's, and the phone rang, and it was for me, and it was actually the police liaison officer from the high school, and he just said, we have your daughter in the office. Some of her friends brought her here. Her boyfriend beat her up, and we're taking her to the police station, and we need you to meet us up there. I was so scared. Her whole eye, the white of her eye was completely red, so there were broken blood vessels, and it was bruised and swollen around her face. And I just looked at her, and we both started to cry, and I just hugged her, and I said, Laura, you need to get out. It's not okay. You have to get out. This is not okay.
At first, like, being in a situation, people point fingers at you, people blame you for being in that situation and saying it's all your fault, you're stupid that you're there, like, how can you let somebody treat you like that? Whereas I saw it and I didn't even, like, I knew something was wrong, but I justified everything that was happening in my life.
We heard that from other people besides just me that she didn't deserve that, and that wasn't the way a relationship was supposed to be.
Since coming to Cornerstone, like, every aspect of my life has changed. I've found myself again. I have confidence to go out. They've given me determination, really, just to go out and do anything.
Laura she's a different girl. She believes in herself. She believes she deserves better. She's got goals for herself. She's going places.
Cornerstone's early work with victims of teen dating violence gained us a solid reputation for helping youth dealing with tough situations. Soon, schools began to ask Cornerstone to meet with more students. Social workers, deans, guidance counselors, and principals started to refer students for fighting, harassment, and bullying. These were the kids who were struggling the most. These were the kids who needed us, and we responded.
Well, I was almost to the point where I was going to get sent away to a correctional facility. I got into programs where, like anger management, where it kind of helped me realize, well, if I'm mad, there are still people who care. And so you kind of have to realize on a personal level that you're good enough as it is.
That group was the first big friendship group that I had. That's amazing to me, because to know that each one cares for me, that just makes my heart really heavy with happiness.
I'm Cheyenne, and I meet with Ryan in school and out of school, and it helps me. I can talk to her about relationships and also schooling, because I don't have that stable thing at home. It's nice to have something at school.
And to watch the evolution as times have changed and youth culture has changed, to be a part of that process and to have so many students really honor all our PAVE staff with their stories and their experiences in their lives is truly humbling. And kids share their stories and their life experience, some of their most difficult moments in life with us, and allow us to help them create strategies and coping mechanisms and safety plans around some some very difficult situations, whether it be at school, whether it be at home, and we were just so happy to see the evolution of this program, as well as our evolution with the schools and what we provide.
Here's some quotes from the kids we've worked with. I feel I am not alone and can get through anything. Cornerstone was always there to get me through my day. I don't always resort to physical or emotional violence when I get mad. I feel cared for and heard, and he makes me feel I can change and become a better person. I'd probably still be at a youth homeless shelter or on the streets, and I certainly would not be at school. The reality is no one plans on being a victim. Anyone can be affected by dating violence, cyberbullying, or assault. We don't want kids to feel alone, angry, or scared. We provide young people with the support they deserve in ways that are relevant to their lives. We want kids to build self-reliance and revive their human spirit. And despite life's circumstances, to be great kids and grow up to be phenomenal adults. We are committed to creating a society where violence in families and relationships no longer exists. If we can all do our part, think of the possibilities.